Hello Internet, welcome to another episode of Bazzle Spot Live. I am your host today, Mr. Barry Anderson, and we are going to be using the same, well, almost the same team as last week. Now, obviously it looks the same, the same 6 Pokemon and everything, but Trevenant is the same, Xurkitree is the same. The other 4 have all been tweaked in some way, little or small, or big, as is the opposite to small. As actually we'll find someone straight away from Japan, over 1,700. Actually, I've never played a Hail Sandslash team with this, so this is going to be intriguing. Going to be very interesting. What do I even have for that? That's a bit scary, actually. Okay, but anyway, what was I saying? So Smeargle's got his EVs sort of changed a little bit, actually does something now. Tapu Lele is scarfed now, so it's a little bit different. Milotic, because it's not scarfed anymore, it's got the Adrenaline Orb. I know someone did suggest I try Adrenaline Orb, and I said that Garchomp is, like, I guess the biggest threat to Xurkitree, and it doesn't activate the Orb, so it's not really much point in it. Didn't really know what else to use on the Milotic. I mean, this Milotic slot is the thing that is giving me the most headachy, the biggest headache, I guess. I don't really know what to do with it. I don't really bring Milotic. It doesn't do anything. I do feel more confident with this team than last week. I do think it's better, but it's still got some holes. Arcanine is a lot more offensive than it was last week as well, but I need to start making some moves, don't I? I need to put some Pokemon out. So I think I'll go with Smeargle and Xurkitree. I think Arcanine is quite good here too, and Tapu Lele as well, I think. Let's go with these 4. Even though I think these 4 are actually very weak to Sandslash in Hail, because they normally have the ground Z Crystal, don't they? So it can just knock out my Arcanine. So need to be wary about that. Obviously Iron Head for the Tapu, Icicle Crash for whatever else. So I'm just expecting like a Ninetales. Oh, okay, Ninetales Muck. I was expecting Ninetales and Sandslash, but we have a Muck instead, and it started to hail. So he has got a Finny, hasn't he? Yeah, he has got a Tapu Fini on his team, so he could bring that in for his Muck, maybe. But would he want to bring in a Tapu Fini in the face of a Xurkitree? I am going to Spore into the Muck and Tail Glow, because if he Blizzards, I think my Smeargle should survive it, even with the Hail, and actually he protects as well, so expecting a Fake Out there actually. So this turn 1 has worked out perfectly for us, so yeah, no complaints at all here. Now, they tend to have Aurora Veil, don't they? So, with Aurora Veil up, I think the Muck will probably survive a +3 Thunderbolt, to be honest. But, I don't know, if I think it's going to Aurora Veil, then I can just Spore into the Ninetales here. I mean, I did make that last play saying that I think Smeargle can take a Blizzard plus the Hail damage, so why can't I now just try and Spore into the Ninetales? If he does Blizzard, fair enough. I'm getting a Thunderbolt onto the Muck without the Aurora Veil. If he does go for an Aurora Veil, then Muck might survive, but I'll get the Ninetales to sleep. So I'm going to Spore into the Ninetales, and I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt into the Muck, and we'll see what happens. So it is a Blizzard, so I could have gone for a Wide Guard there. But yeah, Smeargle takes that with ease. Smeargle, you tank of a Pokemon, and that does knock out Muck without the Aurora Veil. So yeah, we'll be putting the Ninetales to sleep, but I mean, still, there's the issue of this Sandslash, which he is bound to have. So Ninetales has got a guaranteed sleep turn next turn. Xurkitree does activate its Citrus Berry here, thanks to the Hail. But what do we do? I mean, I don't think an Earthquake from Sandslash will knock out Xurkitree from where it is. So yeah, it is Sand Slash. I think I am safer going for a Follow Me in case it is Tectonic Rage. So we'll go for a Follow Me here, and just a Thunderbolt into the Sand Slash, which will knock it out, unless it is Focus Sash, which I suppose it could be. If it does go for an Earthquake here, then he'll be breaking his own Sash on his Ninetales, which he did, I'm presuming, protect to you know, preserve on the first turn in the face of a potential Fake Out. It is the Tectonic Rage here, so he's not got a Focus Sash on his Sand Slash. Sand Slash should be going down now, which is good. I think we have still got the Arcanine in the back as well, so we're actually looking okay here. I mean, this is all well and good and everything, like I'm winning this game, but if this was a best of 3, the opponent would probably by now identify all you need to do is just lead with Ninetales and Sand Slash, and I haven't really got any answers for that, to be honest. I mean, I did go with Smeargle Circuitry here. I suppose, like, you know, Fake Out into the Sand Slash and Tail Glow, whatever, and then just Follow Me the next turn and knock out the Sand Slash. I mean, that would need Circuitry to survive and not get frozen by 2 Blizzards, which it can do. But I don't know. It's a tricky business. Ninetales is still asleep, isn't it? So we'll put Arcanine in here now. He's down to his last 2 Pokemon now, I do believe. Yeah, we knocked out the Muk, didn't we? And we knocked out his Sand Slash there. So Arcanine can come in nice and safely. Good. And our Intimidate goes first. So that's not really much of a surprise. This Arcanine has gone from being Assault Vest, you know, really bulky and supportive last week, to being very offensive, very fast. But we have still got Bulldoze, so we're going to Bulldoze and just Protect here, just to be extra safe, just to be careful, just to make sure that the Circuitry is faster than both of his Pokemon. So Circuitry Protect here. Arcanine actually goes for an Extreme Speed. Okay. Ninetales wakes up and goes for a Blizzard. So hopefully we don't get frozen here. It would be typical for us to get frozen here. We don't get frozen. Okay, so it probably wouldn't have mattered too much if we did get frozen, because Flare Blitz does thaw the Pokemon out, but it would just mean that we don't get, you know, these guaranteed speed drops on both of these Pokemon, which means that Circuitry is definitely faster. So yeah, both of my Pokemon are faster than both of his Pokemon now. And I can just go for my Z move, which Arcanine is so proudly wielding now. And a Thunderbolt, and that'll be game over. Yeah, Extreme Speed, even a banded Extreme Speed, I don't think I'll knock Circuitry out from here. And if it is banded into Extreme Speed, then I've got Tapu Lele in the back. So, yeah, that's the game over, thankfully. So, there we go. This is not a move that I never thought I'd see myself using. One, because it's on Arcanine, and like Arcanine is probably the most common thing in the format, and I never like using Pokemon that are like common. I mean, not really because it's like, you know, ooh, I like using different things. I mean, there is a little bit of that, but also because, like, if you use really standard Pokemon, then they've normally got answers to your really standard Pokemon too. So I like to try and sort of, you know, get them from a side, you know, flank them with some different Pokemon that they might not have seen and, you know, might not have a set plan against, sort of thing. So that's why it's strange for me to be using Arcanine, but I do quite like it. And the Fire Z move thing on it, like at the beginning of the format and for the past, you know, the whole format really, up until like a couple of weeks ago, I never really saw the point of the Fire Z on Arcanine, but now I can, because Tapu Lele is a big problem for this team, and that Z Crystal means that I can just one-shot Tapu Lele. So that is one answer that I've got to Tapu Lele, but it's probably one of the few answers I've got to Tapu Lele as well. So that is an issue. So, I mean, if I can use my Milotic in this video at any point, then that'd be a miracle, I think. But like, Milotic, I'm sorry, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking that like you need to be swapped to something else. Like, I feel like something in that slot needs to be good against Arcanine. It needs to Oh no, not again. I thought, oh, you'll be fine. You've faced all the Sand Slash that you're gonna get now. Nope, apparently not. Yeah, I need something that's good against Arcanine in that slot, but I need something that's good against Tapu Lele as well. So something good against Tapu Lele and Arcanine. I don't know, Dugtrio. So, well, we'll just do the same as last game. We'll go with Smeargle and Xurkitree. With Arcanine. See, now this guy's got a Nihilego and a Garchomp as well. So that is a little bit scary. I guess Tapu Lele and Arcanine again. I guess. So I'm yeah, not feeling overly confident still. But you never know. He might not just lead with Ninetales and Sandslash again. He might do something else. I mean, he has got his own Garchomp as well, so he might have Tectonic Rage on that instead of on the Sandslash. But there's no way to know, unless I, led with my Trevenant and frisked him or whatever. But Trevenant's not really going to enjoy sitting in front of, Ninetales and Sandslash. But actually, this guy leads with his Tapu Fini, so a little bit different now. So Snow Warning, Tapu Fini. This Tapu Fini might have Blizzard. That's a consideration. That is a consideration. So what do I do here? I think I fake out the Ninetales this game, just because in the last game he led with Muck, and that was more, maybe a bit more threatening to me. Xurkitree is, on the face of it, threatening Fini a bit more now, so I'm going to fake out the Ninetales and actually go for a Tail Glow here. If he does have Blizzard on his Tapu Fini, then I hope it don't get froze. Yeah, well, he's not switching it out. And Xurkitree is faster, which is nice. Hopefully Smeargle survives this turn then, because I can Wide Guard. Ooh, or he just Moonblasts into the Xurkitree. Okay, so good. No special attack drop, and I've got my Citrus Berry, so I'm back at about, 75, just under 75%. Smeargle's lost its Sash, but I think I'm okay. I mean, we'll see. The Tapu Fini could easily protect or switch now, though. I mean, it really could, couldn't it? But I do want to Wide Guard. I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to Wide Guard and Thunderbolt into the Tapu Fini. The only problem with this is if he does switch his Tapu Fini into his Garchomp, which he very easily could do, I will be showing Wide Guard here, and he hasn't got anything levitating on his team, so he must have the Z Crystal. Okay, well, I'm going to take that information and run with it. Oh, it's actually the Ninetales coming back. And it's the Garchomp coming in there. Okay. Okay, so I'll have that then. So his Fini should be going down here. It is a +3 Thunderbolt coming out. And we just showed Wide Guard. So 1, he doesn't want to Earthquake because we've just shown Wide Guard. 2, he doesn't really want to Earthquake because he hasn't got any Pokemon on his team that levitate or fly. So he doesn't want to hit his own Pokemon. So surely it's got Tectonic Rage. That is my that's my working out on my maths test there. So I'm actually going to go for a Follow Me and a Dazzling Gleam, and hope that he doesn't go for an Aurora Veil here, because if he does, this Garchomp will be surviving this +3 Dazzling Gleam. Is it +3? We are +4, aren't we? +4 Dazzling Gleam in Aurora Veil. That'd be close. But I'm just thinking that, you know, surely it's Tectonic Rage. Xurkitree will survive a Blizzard here. So will Smeargle. It should do, you know, looking at the calculation of the last game as well. So Ninetales does use Blizzard. And, oh, okay. Xurkitree is actually faster. And we do knock the Garchomp out. Okay. So now we're at +5. Well, that was interesting. I don't think I've ever outsped a Garchomp with my Xurkitree. Well, I will take it. I will definitely take it. And so he's got his Ninetales left, and what is it? Is it the Sandslash now? No, it's his Arcanine. So again, this person, for some reason, just hasn't brought his Sandslash. I think, I mean, maybe he doesn't have the ground thing on it, but I think it can just sort of sweep through this team. So, you know, I'm a bit surprised about that. What do we do then? I mean, he can Extreme Speed here, can't he? And I can't fake anything out. So what? I know I've got Tapu Lele in the back. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go for a Follow Me and a Protect, because that ensures that Smeargle gets knocked out this turn. And then I can bring in Tapu Lele. I am Scarfed. I will be able to bring up the Psychic Terrain, so we can't Extreme Speed my Xurkitree, and knock out the Ninetales before it moves as well. I suppose his Arcanine could be faster than Xurkitree, but we'll find out now with the hail damage. So it is going for an Extreme Speed. It is into the Smeargle. Extreme Speed does bypass. Oh, Aurora Veil. Now he does it. So yeah, Extreme Speed does bypass Follow Me. So I did, you know, protect the Xurkitree just to be safe, but it looks like he was targeting the Smeargle anyway there. And now, what was my last Pokemon? Oh, okay, so I did have Arcanine as well. Yeah. So I think I should be okay here. So in comes Tapu Lele, and silly boy Barry didn't even look at the hail damage. Whoops. Yeah. Whoops. There. Yeah. I wanted to know who was faster, didn't I? I didn't even pay attention there. So, whoops. Well, I'll go for a Psychic into the Ninetales then, and a Thunderbolt into the Arcanine, and we'll see what happens. I think either way, whatever happens, we should be okay here. Yeah, if he is faster and he knocks out my Xurkitree, I've still got my Lele here. If it's faster and knocks out my Lele, I've still got my Xurkitree here. So, yeah. Through the Aurora Veil, yeah, +4, +5, was that now? Yeah, it goes down. So, scary games. But, because I'm so kind, I'll do another game for you. And it's gone alright so far. I can't remember what the ratings were of the opponents so far. Were they like 1,700 or so? So similar. I mean, that's not bad, is it? 1,700. So I guess they knew what they were doing, but I don't know. I think they in a best of 3, they would probably soon twig that they could beat me with the ice leads, I guess. So whatever, let's have that music, and we'll see if we can find an opponent. Because, well, if we can't find an opponent, then we'll just sit here and look at this. What colour is that? Is it red or brown? This strange kind of colour that's going on in front of us. And contemplate our lives. Because it's always good to contemplate these things sometimes, isn't it? You know, sort of have a bit of reflection time. We are all, you know, human beings taking our time to either make this video for you or you watching this video, so you must get something from it. I hope that this video does make your life brighter and more enjoyable. But this guy has got a very strange team. Okay. Aerodactyl. So no Intimidates again. So, you know, Milotic, you're not doing anything. Pheromosa, though. Oh. Like, strange that there's just like a Torkoal on there. Like, he hasn't got any Trick Room options, and Torkoal in Tailwind is not fast. Same with the Snorlax as well. Like, has he got Speed Swap on that Pheromosa? Is that what he's going to do? Because that would be quite scary. It'd be quite cool, but it'd be quite scary as well. So, I don't know, like, I'm always a little bit wary about leading with Smeargle in front of an Aerodactyl. Maybe I want to go with Tapu Lele and Circuitry here. That would cover a few options, wouldn't it? Yeah, you know what, let's do that. I always find myself losing games when I take weird leads that I don't normally go with, but we'll see what happens. I think I do want Smeargle here, but it's either Trevenant or Arcanine for the last one. And I think we'll go with Arcanine, just because it resists the Torkoal, it hits the Snorlax a little bit better as well. I mean, everything hits Pheromosa, it hits the Celesteela too. Can intimidate the Snorlax. So, hello, Mr. Pokemon Trainer. Japanese name. Okay. Not sure if I've ever led like this. Pheromosa Aerodactyl. Okay. So, Aerodactyl's Unnerve goes first. Now, Unnerve... Okay, so now my Psychic Surge comes out. Unnerve is a strange one. Because if I was going to use Aerodactyl, I would possibly... I mean, I would definitely consider using Pressure. Because Unnerve isn't on speeds, but Pressure is. So Unnerve went first there. That may make him think, if he doesn't know this, that unless it's, unless it has changed over generations, that his Aerodactyl is faster, but it's not. So what I'm going to do is go for a Dazzling Gleam. A Dazzling Gleam, and well, I mean, he could have Wide Guard, and he could have a Focus Sash as well. A Dazzling Gleam and a Protect, I think. I mean, if he has got a Focus Sash, maybe he goes for a High Jump Kick into the Victory. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So, no Wide Guard. And we'll see. It must be. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. It's not. And maybe, I mean, you never know. Maybe, as this guy dropped into the Secretary, maybe he did think that his Aerodactyl was faster because of the Unnerve going before my Psychic Terrain, therefore thinking that his Pheromosa was faster than my Tapu Lele. Maybe his Circuitry was going for his Pheromosa was going for like a Poison Jab or something there. Maybe it was Life Orb, and maybe that's why it didn't survive there. So some interesting things going on here. He does know that I am locked into Dazzling Gleam now, so he could Wide Guard here if he does have it, but it's like, Dazzling Gleam's not going to be doing anything to Aerodactyl anyway, so to Torkoal anyway. But what are our options here for Torkoal? Okay, well, I have got Thingy in the back, so I think I do want a Dazzling Gleam again, and I am going to just Thunderbolt into the Torkoal here. If he Sky Drops my Circuitry, then he's not hitting me with an Eruption, is he? So, whatever happens, we're getting a decent chunk, I think, onto the Torkoal, yeah. So, okay, so like I was saying, he does know that I am locked into that now, and he has gone for a Wide Guard, which is fair enough, but, Dazzling Gleam is not doing much damage to the Torkoal. This Thunderbolt, don't actually know this calculation, but I'm going to guess at about 40%, just under half. And that's more than I was expecting, so good, I'll take that. And that does minimal damage because of that. So now I'll go for a Dazzling Gleam again, and I mean, you never know, it might be a roll on the Aerodactyl as well. Like, another Dazzling Gleam might knock the Aerodactyl out. I'm just thinking, do I go for a Thunderbolt into the Aerodactyl to just knock it out? Or do I go for a Thunderbolt into the Torkoal to knock that out, as you do? But I'm just thinking that like a Protect on Torkoal is a bit more obvious, and maybe something else from the Aerodactyl, I'm not sure. He could have Heat Wave, or just Flamethrower, or Overheat, or something on his Torkoal as well, so I do want to be a bit more safe. I'm just going to go for a Thunderbolt into the Torkoal. but I feel like I've put him in a bit of a pinch here. Yeah, I've definitely pinched him, put him into a position that was obviously he felt unwinnable from that point. So there we go. That'll do for today, I think. Thank you everyone for watching this. Like I was rambling on before this, I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it's enriched your lives. Please get people to subscribe for me. I'm always watching how many subscribers I got. I always like to see. I like to see it going up, but it's not been moving at all lately. So, yeah, help me out, guys. Thank you, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it, and goodbye for now.